Olá, amigos do Degustando Vinhos. Sejam bem-vindos a mais um programa e hoje estou aqui no Château Léoville Poyferré e aí farei uma visita à vinícola, farei uma entrevista com a diretora-geral e farei também uma degustação na vinícola. Já voltamos com o programa. Olá, amigos do Degustando Vinhos. Sejam bem-vindos a mais um programa e hoje um programa super especial. Estamos aqui no Château Léoville Poyferré e quem me recebeu aqui muito bem foi a Sara, que me mostrou a sala de barris, me mostrou onde eles fazem, preparam os vinhos e também até o laboratório, e foi uma visita muito legal. Sara, I'm very pleased to be here. Welcome to our program, and it's very good to be in your winery. And I have two questions for you. Please tell us about the history of the winery, and after that you can say about these 3 wines that you produce here.
Okay, thank you. So the winery belongs to my family since 1920, so we celebrated 100 years a few years ago. The creation of the winery goes back to 1840 with the separation between 2 inheritance and creation of Léoville Poyferré in 1840. We have 80 hectares and we produce 4 wines. So 2 first wines, the most famous is Léoville Poyferré, classified in 1855 classification, and also Château Moulin Riche, a part of the vineyard which represent 20 hectares and with a different kind of soils. So we have 2 first wines with their own personality, and they each have a second wine to be able to make a selection between the young vines and the oldest one.
Well, very good. Can you tell us about these 3 wines that you produce?
So, if I show you, so this is Château Léoville Poyferré. So it represents 60 hectares from the map, and you have Château Moulin Riche, which is also a first wine on 20 hectares, more on the west side of the vineyard, next to the limit of Château Talbot. So you also have in the tasting today the second wine of Léoville called Pavillon de Léoville Poyferré.
And how long they stay in wood, in barrels? About how long?
Oh, Léoville Poyferré has 18 months aging in barrels, 80% new oak, and for Moulin Riche quite the same, but we have only 30% new oak, but the period of aging is about 16-18 months before bottling.
Oh, very good. I'd like to thank you very much. E agora a gente vai fazer uma degustação. Ela vai chamar o rapaz responsável aqui mais da área técnica para a degustação. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
And cheers.
Cheers.
Santé.
Santé.
Olá, amigos do Degustando Vinho. Voltamos e agora o Tomás vai fazer a degustação com a gente desses 3 vinhos sensacionais da Château Léoville Poyferré. Tomás, it's very nice to have you here.
Thank you.
In the tasting, and you can talk about the wines that
yes. So thank you for being here. Thank you for coming to Léoville Poyferré. It's always a pleasure to welcome visitors from all around the world. So we'll start the tasting with Pavillon de Léoville Poyferré 2016. So that's the second label of Château Léoville Poyferré. So something meant to be drunk early, focus on the fruity side of the Saint-Julien appellation. So you have something already quite nice on the color. If you look at the color, you have something quite bright and not that intense because we don't search too much extraction on it. So you have on the nose something still very fruit forward with a lot of spices on this one too.
Mm-hmm.
like black pepper, white pepper on this one. The fruits are mainly red fruits. So you have those small red fruits that are very tasty. It's very enjoyable and drinkable right now. So you see on the palate something also fruit forward, a lot of red fruits. The spices are still here. It's not a long finish because you have 18 months of aging on this one with no new barrels during the 18 months of aging. So something quite smooth on the tannins, very, very, very drinkable right now.
Yeah.
You don't need any more aging on the 2016. You can keep it a bit more if you want, but don't really need to age it more.
Oh, very good. I love it.
So that's for Pavillon, which is the second label of Château Léoville Poyferré. Then you have the first label of Château Moulin Riche, which is the second vineyard located in Saint-Julien, owned by the same family, so the Cuvelier family, since 1920. So this is a bit deeper in terms of color, in terms of intensity. You have something very different on the nose too. Red fruit, but mixed with much more dark fruits, black currant, blueberry. You have something quite spicy on the nose. I find it like pepperminty on this one, which feel very fresh on the nose. 2018 was a strong sunny vintage, so you have a lot of alcohol on this one, but very well balanced with the acidity and the fruity flavors. So on the palate, as you see, a lot more red fruit, a lot more depth to the wine, stronger tannins, but still very mellow, very enjoyable because they are well integrated inside the wines. You have a lot of spices too, but a nice freshness at the end that keep the wines cool, even if it's high in terms of alcohol. It has a very good aging potential, so you can really age this one for another 5 to 10 years. It's already quite enjoyable right now, but you can really age it a lot more.
Yeah.
So that's the first label of the second vineyard owned by the Cuvelier family in Saint-Julien. And then you have the treat of the tasting, the first label of Château Léoville Poyferré. So this is the classified one you have here. So this one, if like everything you had before and plus. So you have a lot more complexity, a lot more tannins, but also well integrated inside. It's also well balanced. You have the fruits, you have the flowers, a lot more roses, violets on the nose. The spices are a bit, not that present on this one. It's a good mix between red and dark fruits. And 2019 was also a very sunny vintage. The tannins are already well integrated inside. So the acidity is quite here because it's still a young vintage. So it's still very much fruit forward. I would advise you to wait on this one for about like another 5 years. Would be great for this kind of wine, but you can keep it for 10, 15, 20 years if you want. It's a very nice wine to drink after a bit of aging to get the tertiary aromas, so the kind of leather, like tobacco, those kind of flavors you will get the more you age the wines. So this is 80 months in barrels, so 18 months in barrels with 80% new barrels on this one. So like you see a lot more complexity inside, but like I said, the tannins are already well integrated. So it's a very nice wine to drink right now, but also to age.
Yeah, I think that the three wines are very young yet. This is a baby, this is a younger, this is
already a teenager. This is already a teenager.
I think that we can wait for 20 or 30 years to be better
and perfect. It's very good. I'd like to thank you very much for this explanation and this tasting here. Gostaria de agradecer a todos também por participar, por assistirem nosso canal. Peço que curtam o vídeo, peço que se inscrevam no canal e peço que divulguem nosso canal para amigos, familiares e outros. Um abraço a todos e santé!
Santé.
Cheers!